Param Shanti, welcome to our channel Bapuji Dasrath Bhai Patel. This is conversation between Anandji and Bapuji, and today's topic is human life on Mars and other planets. Anandji is saying, Param Shanti Bapuji, you are very welcome. Today we will be discussing on the topic that scientists worldwide have been investigating. Is there life on Mars? We would like to know the full history of planet Mars from you. When Lord Brahma created life on Earth, was life created on all other planets too? Were there souls and life in other planets? Let's start by discussing if there is life on Mars. Bapuji is saying, yes, there was life on Mars in the past and it was very nice. Like there is life on Earth, there existed life on Mars. A deity named Mangal Dev created the planet Mars with life on it. Every planet had life: Mars, Saturn, Mercury, and so on. However, life was in different forms. Some were made from 5 elements, others 4, 3, 2, or even single element. There was even life on the sun. Can anyone imagine this? No one can imagine this. Anandji is saying, it does feel strange to imagine life on the sun, but we have heard about life on other planets. Bapuji is saying, let me tell you about Mars. We have heavy bodies on Earth made from 5 elements. Beings on Mars were very light, as the content of water and earth elements were very small. These beings were very similar to lightweight beings on Earth in the Satyuga era, who were capable of flying. They also had power of thoughts and power in their souls. They had capability to decide when to die and were able to travel to other dimensions, for example, Bhorlok, Sargalok, etc., when desired. They could also travel to Earth. Souls were in the purest form. There was very nice life on planet Mars. However, a little while ago I have said in my other videos, many souls came to Earth from other solar systems, galaxies, universes, and multiverses. They started different religions and advocated different philosophies. Because of this, there were religious wars on Earth. If we look at history, we can find many battles which took place within the Roman Catholic religion. Even after our Mahabharata, non-believers from other planets also started religious battles on Earth. Similarly, beings from other planets and other dimensions came and settled on Mars. They had lightweight body and high technology. The native people of Mars had high technology too, as there were no physical things on Mars as compared to Earth. It was a very beautiful planet. Its residents were very advanced and powerful. Anandji is asking, Bapuji, was there very high-tech civilization then? Bapuji is saying, yes, it was very high-tech. Souls were very powerful. Anandji is asking, Bapuji, you were saying life existed on Mars about 8,000 years ago. Bapuji is saying, yes, roughly about 8,000 years ago, life existed on Mars. Anandji is asking, was there life on Mars while Mahabharata took place on Earth 5,000 years ago, Bapuji? Bapuji is answering, yes, 8,000 years ago, there was life not only on Mars but also on Moon. I will explain how big is our Brahmand, that is our solar system, in line with our religious scriptures. Outsiders from other solar systems, galaxies, and universes started attacks everywhere. Like Ibrahim came to Earth approximately 4,000 years ago, there were other religious leaders who came before him about 5,800 years ago and started different religions. Due to this, religious wars started on Earth. Likewise, there were many wars on Mars at that time. But Mars was more advanced. It had nuclear technology which led to its complete destruction. Those who survived went underground. Anandji is asking, so Bapuji, is there currently water on Mars? Bapuji is answering, there is water underground in the form of ice. There is no water overground. Due to advanced technology, people of Mars were able to detect the outsiders from other planets who had come to attack them. There was war between two groups, just like there were religious wars on Earth. So, 8,000 years ago, there was very big nuclear war on Mars. Nuclear war resulted in earthquakes, which in turn led to mass destruction and everything got buried into the ground. Some survivors fled to other planets, including Earth, and others went underground. Anandji is asking, Bapuji, some people on Earth claim that they have come from Mars. Bapuji is answering, yes, some have come, some have gone underground. Anandji is saying, I read a book called Life After Death, in which people claim that their souls can travel to Mars or Saturn. Bapuji is saying, yes, souls can travel to other planets in three elemental body. Anandji is asking, why can't souls from Mars tell us what happened there in the past? Bapuji is saying, once they come to Earth's atmosphere, they forget their past. When the soul takes birth on Earth, a five elemental layer covers the soul. Then they forget everything. Anandji is asking, Bapuji, what happens if the soul is in three elemental form? Bapuji is answering, even in three elemental form, soul still experiences heaviness. Anandji is asking, that's why they can't remember and recall their past memory from Mars. Bapuji, did the same thing happen on Moon? Bapuji is answering, Moon was created by deity Chandradev. There were human beings on Moon, just like us on Earth. But the body was better and lighter. Anandji is saying, Bapuji, you once told us that Chandradev's whole family lived with him on Moon. Bapuji is saying, yes, however, there were also wars on Moon. Chandradev must have come to Earth 8,000 years ago. Souls fled to other planets and came to Earth. This is why I say to all, immerse yourself into soul conscious stage to know yourself and where you have come from. Which planet have you come from? Is it Moon, Mars, Mercury, Saturn, or any other planet? Our religious scriptures state an example of Jupiter, who was the guru of all deities. Jupiter was the creator of planet Jupiter and lived there with his family. Anandji is adding, just like deity Suryanarayan Dev live on the sun. Bapuji is saying, yes, the deity Suryanarayan Dev lived on the sun and his body was made of ether element, so soul couldn't be burnt by fire. Anandji is asking, if the body is made of 100% fire element, then how can it be affected by fire? Bapuji is saying, ether element cannot be burned by fire. Whoever has body made from fire element or ether element, then fire cannot affect it. To date, there is no invention that enables a person to go into the fire and not get burnt. A body made from ether element can go anywhere, even into the center of the sun where hydrogen is exploding. Anandji is saying, Bapuji, there is an interesting question here. When Lord Brahma started creation and deities transformed into humans with heavier bodies, did the creation take place only on planet Earth or did it start on other planets too? Bapuji is answering, the creation started gradually on Earth first. Creation of other planets happened much later. Anant is asking, after what years of Brahma were other planets created? Can you tell us when was Moon Mars created? Bapuji is answering, I have to sit on meditation especially for this to tell you accurate time of creation. I don't tell things that I haven't observed. What I can tell you is these planets were created by their deities. They had energy. Anantji is asking, so Bapuji, deities created planets. For example, Mangaldev created Mars and provided place for residence to his creation. Now, my question is, were there pyramids or similar things on other planets like we have on Earth? Bapuji is saying, just as we have life on Earth, there was life on Mars. Planet Mercury had lightweight beings made from 3 elements but prominently fire. Anandji is saying, some people believe that planet Mercury couldn't sustain life because it is the hottest as it is closest to the sun. Bapuji is saying, as mentioned in our scriptures, body is formed as per Brahmand. If fire element is prominent on the planet, then body will be formed accordingly. That is, it will be resistant to fire. Deity Buddha had family on planet Mercury. There was brick creation on that planet. Anantji is asking, so Bapuji, solar system was created by Brahma. Do Brahma, Vishnu and Mahesh control all planets, including Mars, Saturn, Mercury and the Moon, or they control just Earth? Bapuji is answering, as I have said before, Brahma, Vishnu, Shankar control and rule all over solar system, including all planets, natural satellites, etc. Anandji is saying, according to our religious scriptures, there are infinite number of solar systems. So there should be infinite number of Brahmas, Vishnus and Shankars. They should be controlling all the planets within their solar systems. Bapuji is answering, let me tell you one thing. Our Mahadev lived in the Himalayas. The demon's spiritual leader, Guru Sukracharya, also used to come to visit him from the planet Venus, traveling in his own plane. Guru Brihaspati, Guru Sukracharya and Sanidev, everyone used to come to visit Mahadev. They used to travel in their own planes. King Ravan had imprisoned Sanidev. He had imprisoned all the creators of the planets for some time. So, beings from other planets, they used to visit planet Earth frequently. Science has not made enough technological advancement yet to make aircrafts which can travel between planets in a second, as the technology is based upon physical elements. In the past, the creators of the planets had instruments made from the supreme elements. They had vehicles which could transport them in a moment from one planet to another when desired. King Ravan had an aeroplane made from air element, not the gross elements. Before, subtle world souls didn't used to keep instruments made from gross elements. They used to recite mantras and create heavenly aircraft with the power of their thoughts. After traveling around, they used to dispose it. Anantji is asking, Bapuji, there are some souls who believe in existence of life beyond earth, but there are some who do not believe in such things. Does the soul have such belief due to the recordings in their mind? Or is this the reason some people feel they have come from different planet? Bapuji is answering, there are different categories of souls. Those who have come from far away have recordings of the past in their souls. Given the divine knowledge, they can understand it very quickly and are able to understand that life do exist on other galaxies, solar systems, universes and multiverses. Anantji is saying, Papuji, every episode of Ancient Aliens states that every ancient civilization that existed between 10 to 20,000 years ago knew that they had come from star and they would eventually return to their own star. This was their belief. After their death, even their coffins contained those things that would aid their journey back to their stars. Bapuji is saying, stars are very minor things. There are stars very near to us, like some are 4.5 light years away from Earth. For example, Alpha Centauri. If you go to the center point of our galaxy from Earth, then it's 26,000 light years away. Anandji is saying, Bapuji, I just wanted to make the point here that those souls who have come from other planets, whether they have recordings which make them believe that there is life beyond Earth. Bapuji is elaborating. A soul will have recordings of where it has come from. For example, if a soul has come from great universe, then with a little knowledge provided about universe, they can very quickly acquire that knowledge. There are many souls who have come from great universe. They have been suppressed in the human form. On our earth, there are cells of 330 million deities from this solar system. They do not have power to understand the divine knowledge, so they will never believe in it, no matter how hard you try to explain them. Anandji is saying, Bapuji, I am planning to make another video on great scientists such as Stephen Hawking. However, all these scientists have acknowledged that all the scientific achievements they had is due to the help from greater power. Aliens have helped them and given knowledge through their dreams or thought experiments or any other system that people may not be aware of. Stephen Hawking, Albert Einstein, Nikola Tesla, Ramanujan or Socrates, they gained knowledge through those sources. Socrates claimed that he was in contact with Satan. In the year 1900, Nikola Tesla wrote a letter that he was in contact with an alien who gave him knowledge. This is fascinating, and people today may not fully understand the significance of this. Your points are absolutely true that life existed on all planets and that deities traveled to Earth and helped people. Bapuji is saying, not just angels, but demons came to Earth too. Socrates said he was in connection with Satan. There are many people on Earth who worship the devil. Anandji is asking, so Bapuji, will life start again on other planets like Mars, Mercury, and Saturn? Bapuji is answering, life still exists on these planets in three elemental body. Subtle world souls reside on other planets. There are many layers. As I have said before, our solar system is so full that there isn't even space to step foot in the subtle world. Anandji is saying, Bapuji, even the Punarjanam Parlokik book states that from the depth of the earth to the brim of our solar system, there are souls and souls everywhere. Bapuji is saying, a vast number of souls have come from far, far away and muddled our solar system. Anandji is asking, so will there be life again? Bapuji is answering, life already exists in subtle world. Human life is nothing in comparison to life in the subtle world. Subtle world contains three elemental life forms. Beyond three elemental form, there are two elemental and single elemental body. Ananti is asking, Stephen Hawking, who recently passed away, stated that within coming 600 years the earth will change into a ball of fire and we will have to flee the earth. The question is that, will the people have to go and live on Mars? Bapuji is answering, there is very big difference between the language of science and the language of spirituality. How many billions of years has it been since our earth was created? It's been 1240 Kharab years. We have made a video on how the earth was formed. Lord Brahma's 50 years has passed since our solar system was created. 50 years of Brahma means one parad has completed. It's been 1240 Kharab years since Earth's creation, not just 1 or 2,000 years. However, change is always ongoing in Satya, Treta, Dwapar and Kali Yuga eras. Ananti is asking, so Bapuji, on Earth we have Satya, Treta, Dwapar and Kali Yuga. Does it happen on other planets too? Does theory of karma apply there? Bapuji is answering, the effects gradually occur wherever there is mankind. The biggest effect took place on Earth, more than on Mars or any other planets. Mars had lightweight beings with 5 elemental bodies. Now, karma means thought. Thought is loss of power, hence, effects of karma will apply. The theory of karma applies to every single soul and at every single place. It applies to Shiva, the creator of solar system, Mahashiva, the creator of galaxy, Param Mahashiv, creator of universe, and so on. Ananti is asking, so Bapuji, according to you, where are the creators of other planets such as Mars, Mercury, Saturn and Venus now? Bapuji is answering, they have taken birth on earth as human beings. I have said in many videos that the deity Sunny, who is worshipped in many big temples, has taken birth as poor man begging on the streets. Astrology has now failed. People should believe in almighty authority. The deity Chandradev had to take birth on earth because of his wrongdoings. So how can he help anyone? This is all negative effect of physical world on people's mind. Ananti is asking, Bapuji, you mentioned that book of astrology is very old scripture. It was written for the people of that time. Is it not relevant today? Bapuji is answering, yes, it's very old. It was written during the first 50 years of Brahma's life. Time was different when it was written. Today we live in democracy, whereas in the past kings used to rule their kingdoms. Changes continuously take place on earth. At the beginning there were not many religions on earth. There was single religion and one ruler on earth. Everyone used to worship one God. There was one faith, one language, and one sect. Everything changes whether it's solar system, galaxy, or any other place. Anandji is asking, Bapuji, would you like to add anything on today's discussion? Bapuji is saying, just like religious wars took place on Earth, religious wars happened on Mars 8,000 years ago. Because of war, population on Mars came to an end. Any survivors had no option but to go underground. There is life on Mars. Anandji is asking, lastly, Bapuji, will scientists ever be able to discover this life? Bapuji is answering, our science is nothing. Our science is insignificant in comparison to the technologies that other beings on other planets have developed. They have such advanced technology that their energy is 10 times more powerful than light. Scientists have discovered string theory and energy which they call God particle. But the God particle they have discovered is not the one from which universe was created. Even though scientists are excited over their findings, this so-called God particle is actually supreme fire element which was created from collision between protons. It is not supreme light. Our solar system, galaxy and universe were created by supreme light. Whether it's Shiva, Mahashiv or Param Mahashiv. Supreme elements were created gradually from supreme light and elements were created gradually from supreme elements. Ananti is saying, we can only hope for further clarity on this subject. Bapuji is saying, it is inevitable that transformation will happen. Transformation will take place through whole multiverse. The Almighty Authority is Himself working secretly to give everyone the divine knowledge. For attaining soul consciousness, you must know yourself. You are a soul. Every single soul contains recordings of its past. Become soul conscious and remember God, the Almighty Authority. Connect with Him through meditation and receive power from Him. The soul will become powerful and all karmas will be destroyed. At the end, your soul will return to where it has come from. Anandji is saying, thank you very much, Bapuji, for conveying such great message and providing us divine knowledge. I would like to inform all our viewers that this video is also available in Hindi. Please see the link in the description box below.
Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe our channel.
Param Shanti.